Hello beautiful people, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Oluchiimoh, and on this channel I talk about cake business. I share tips on personal development, entrepreneurship. I do story time, tutorials, vlogs, recipes as well, and you're welcome. If you're stopping by for the first time, you are really warmly welcome. I bet you will enjoy it here. And if you've always been here, you're an old subscriber, thank you so much for being a part of this family, for your support, for everything. I want to say thank you. In today's video, I'm going to be motivating or encouraging you. Let me not say motivating, I'm going to be encouraging you because I know that the times are hard, times are uncertain, bakeries are shutting down, cake business owners are just quitting, they are leaving, they cannot sustain their businesses anymore, they can't go on anymore with the things that are happening and with how tough the times have become. If this is you, please, before you quit, watch this video. I have some things to share that might be of help to you, and I'll also maybe share parts of my own personal story. So please stick around, I'll be right back. You're welcome back. So today, like I said, I'll be sharing some tips, some helpful tips with you, or things that you can do if you're at that point where you feel like quitting. Just before you quit, these are some of the things that you can do. Okay, I'll also be sharing some snippets or some little clips or stories, lessons from my own personal journey to help and assist you. So the first thing I'll be talking about is this: stop trying. Yes, it's okay for you to take a break. It's okay for you to stop. It's okay for you to pause. Just pause, because if you keep trying and trying and it's not working, you might break down. Okay, you'll get to this point where you are really frustrated because you're trying and things are not working. So it's okay for you to just stop. Don't try. Don't do anything. Just relax, breathe, take a break, stop whatever you're trying, and just relax. Like, just take some time out. I do it sometimes when I feel overwhelmed with my cake business, or when I feel overwhelmed in my cake business, or when things are not working out, when I have some really bad down times, when it just looks as if everything is bleak. I just take a break. I just stop. I might not even do social media. Like, I just take a break. Sometimes it's just a mental break, emotional break. I just want to take a break. I don't want to think about anything. I don't want to work. I don't want to just do anything. So we are all humans and we go through the motions. So it's okay for you if you just take a break and just stop trying. At least get a breather. At least just get some rest. Okay, so that's the first thing I would advise. So if you've been doing different things, trying different things, and it's not working, take a break. All right, and then come back to it. I'm not saying you should take a break and leave. So take a break and then come back to it. Okay, if you take a break, you're going to feel refreshed. You're going to feel re-energized somehow. You'll be able to think, because if you're trying, it just blocks your mind. You cannot think. Like, when you're frustrated or when your emotions are high, you really cannot think. You really cannot function. You really cannot do as much as you're supposed to do that will be effective in the end. So just stop and then come back to it later. So the second thing is to talk to someone. Okay, instead of keeping it inside, keeping it all bottled up, trying to bear it alone. Whatever is happening in your business, whatever is happening, maybe you're having issues with pricing, your recipes are faulty, customers are complaining, customers are leaving, your business is not growing. Maybe you've watched my video about signs that your cake business is not growing, which I'm going to link somewhere. You've seen that your cake business is not growing, and so you're really not happy about it. Then you can talk to someone. Okay, I've had times where I've had to talk. I think I've mentioned this a couple of times in some of my videos. There was a time when my business was really down in the sense that for months I wasn't getting orders. And this was like maybe 2 years ago, if I'm not mistaken, maybe like 2020, after the lockdown had been lifted. So I wasn't getting orders. I think that was 2020, if I'm not mistaken, or 2021. No, not 2021, because that's last year. So I think that should be 2019 or 2020. I can't really remember. But I remember talking to one of my bosses, because it felt strange to me. Like, this is me. This is my business. I bake cake signatures. I had grown up to a point where I had customers, business was fine, everything was going okay, but suddenly, all of a sudden, I just stopped getting orders. People were not calling, nothing was working, and I was pretty worried. I had waited. I wanted to wait it out, but at some point I was like, this is becoming too long, this is taking too long. What is happening? So I reached out to someone and I spoke to her. I reached out to my boss, my mentor, and I spoke with her and I said, this is what is happening to my business. This is what I want to do. This is what I'm thinking about doing. And I, went over to her place and we had a discussion. So I've already spoken to my husband before then. Anyway, my husband is someone that I usually would talk to about my business. He would advise me, he advises me, gives me strategies, talks to me about my business. It talks to me about a lot of things. He boosts my confidence. So my husband is always there for me. So I've talked to him and I felt, okay, I could reach out to a mentor. I can reach out to my boss and talk to her. So I spoke to her, I went to her place, had a discussion with her, and she was able to share with me and I could relate. So that's the thing. People, sorry to digress, people were really blown away. People were really blown away by the video I did about my struggling with my fondant, discover my fondant cake. Most of the things that you people said was being able to relate to the authenticity, the genuineness and the originality, the sincerity in that video. So behind this was me bringing the behind the scenes, bringing the reality of cake business or cake decorating into like on a global platform. So I was able to speak with her and she was able to tell me about her own business, and her business also is a big business, it's a known business, it's a grown business. She was able to tell me that these things happen with her classes, with her, she was able to take me inside. So this is a talk to someone, at least unburden. If you're unburdened, say how you feel, you're able to release that stress, release that burden, and you know that it's not peculiar to you. There are other people that go through the same thing that you're going through. It's just that they may not put it online. They will come online, dance, do like this, we'll be baking. No. People, not everybody shares their struggles online. But if you were able to talk to someone who is really sincere, they will tell you that it's not peculiar to you, and that whatever it is, it will become better. So talk to someone. The third thing is to take a critical look at the situation. So assess the situation, take a critical look. What is actually wrong here? What is the problem here? Okay, what exactly is the issue that I'm facing? Is it that I cannot pay my bills anymore? Is it that my customers are really complaining about the taste of my cakes or the texture of my cakes? Is it that I'm having issues with logistics? What exactly are the problems you are facing? So assess the situation, state the problem, get a book. I like to write. So if you feel maybe thinking will help you, it's fine. But for me, I like to write down things, like old school. I'm old school like that. So I like to write down. So you can write down things. Okay, I'm having issues with logistics and it's really frustrating my business because customers end up getting their cakes late. They end up taking out their frustrations on me. They shout at me, they're rude to me, I end up ruining, or I end up making a mess of their events. Not making a mess per se, but you understand the situation or the picture I'm trying to paint. So, and you don't like that because it's draining you emotionally. So I'm having issues with logistics. Solution, you state on the other hand, this is the solution. Get another logistics company, or talk to the person that I'm working with, or talk to my staff, or look for just solutions. Write the problem, write the solution. State the problem, state the solution. And then the ones that you can begin to fix, or you can begin to take actions on, or you can begin to work on, begin to do it. Okay, little by little. Just before I started recording this video, someone dropped a comment. One of you dropped a comment about on my cake parfait video. Thank you for the love on that video, I must say. So somebody dropped a comment. She wants to start doing parfait. I'm just paraphrasing, but she hasn't been able to do it because she doesn't have a fridge. How do I store it? Do I store it at room temperature? Okay, she said, can she store it at room temperature? And she wants to start this business but she's not been able to start doing cake parfaits because she doesn't have a fridge. And I'm like, it depends on how long you want to keep it out at room temperature for, and it also depends on the fillings you're using. And if you don't have a fridge, you can do it close to when you want to deliver it, and then ahead of time advise your clients that this needs to be refrigerated, it needs to be chilled, whether in the fridge or in the freezer, before consumption. So let them know ahead of time. So start little by little. Whatever the challenge is, there is definitely a way when there's a will, there's a way. So you can start with this. Don't let the lack of having a fridge be a challenge. Don't let it be a problem. Start with what you have. And by the way, I must say I'm still compiling a video on questions that bakers have. I dropped a post on my community tab. If you have questions, please go there and answer. Now that I have some free time, I'll be able to do a video addressing most or some of the questions I have there. There are really few, so I want you people to put more questions so that I can take them all at once. So this is one way out. I don't have a fridge. What do I do in the meantime? Do I allow my lack of having a fridge or freezer or light debar me or stop me from pursuing this dream that I have for my business, for growing my business? What do I do? This is one way out. So assess the situation, figure out what are the problems and what are the possible solutions. The first thing is to seek for professional help. So you can seek for professional help, and this might include, when I'm talking about professional, most likely you have to pay. So you can talk to a business consultant, you can talk to a cake business consultant. I consult for cake businesses. You can talk to me. I have paid sessions. They're not cheap. I usually don't like to put this out because when people hear about money, they just go silent, they just ghost me and all around. If I find people who are really serious about talking about their businesses, who want me to consult for their businesses, I am open to hearing you and then proffering solutions, looking deep inside, knowing what is wrong, and then advising you from my wealth of experience. So seek professional help. It might have to do with signing up for a course. It might have to do with learning. It might have to do with, like I mentioned earlier, talking to a professional, someone who is years ahead of you in the business, who you can see is excelling, who knows her onions, who knows what she's doing. Seek for professional help. Talk to someone who knows, who's been there, who's done that, who can help you, who can assist you, or take a course. Okay, or reach out to someone. It might not necessarily be in the cake business world, but if you can find a professional in the cake business world, all the better for you, because at least they have an experience, they have a background experience, and can relate to what you're saying or what you're sharing or the troubles that you're having. So talk to a professional. Sometimes, most times, it is a paid service. So be willing to part with your money if this will bring solutions to your problems or to the challenges you're having. Why not? Okay, so don't keep it all bottled up. Talk to a professional. Fifth thing I'll share is to stay positive. Tough times never last. Tough people do. How did they say it? Okay, please let me know if you're enjoying this video. Just drop me a thumbs up in the comments if you're enjoying this video. Okay, so just stay positive, stay hopeful. I believe it won't last for so long. If it's lasting, if you know that you've been in this situation for months, then you need to seek for help, external help. But in the meantime, stay positive, have a rich mindset, have a healthy mindset. Know that whatever is happening, that is not the end of your business. Know that whatever is happening, you sometimes you feel like quitting. That is not the end of your business. I remember back in 2016 or 2017 when I wanted to quit my business, like this one, I wanted to quit real time. I'd gone to look for a 9-to-5 job. I even went for an interview. I mentioned this in a couple of my videos. I even went for a job interview and scaled the first stage of that interview. So I was ready to close the business. I was ready to just start working for someone because it wasn't working. I bought cartons of icing sugar, confectioner sugar, and I kept them in my house, hoping to use them, and I couldn't use them. I couldn't even pay my staff. My husband was the one putting money into my account funding my account for me to pay my staff salaries there. So I've been there at the point where I felt I want to quit. If I had quit back then, you probably wouldn't be seeing or watching this YouTube video now. You probably wouldn't know about IB Cake Signatures. You probably wouldn't hear about my brand. I wouldn't probably be telling you what I'm telling you now, sharing my stories with you. So it's okay if you find yourself at that point, but don't quit. I know that it's not easy for me to just say this, but I've been there. Like I said, do not quit. Do not quit. You can still make it happen. You can still find a solution to the problems, to the challenges, whatever it is you're facing. So please take a break. Sit back, relax, reflect, re-strategize, and then come back to your business. I believe that there is hope. While there is life, there is hope. So this is me saying, hang on, hang in there, and I hope and pray that God will see your business through and that all will be fine. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you've watched up till this point, you are the real MVP. Thank you so much for watching. Please drop me a heart so that I can know that you've watched up to this point. If you're yet to subscribe to my channel, I would please love for you to subscribe to my channel. Click on the subscribe button, turn on notifications, and also give this video a thumbs up. Like this video, please. Like this video. You all have been doing a great job. Please don't stop. Like this video, and also drop me a kind comment as well. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments below as well. Thank you so much for watching once again. Until I see you in the next video, stay happy, stay safe, and stay blessed.